When you open Sorcery booster packs, every once in a while you will get a foil card. Many of you have noticed that any of the four rarities, Ordinary, Exceptional, Elite, and Unique, can show up in the slot. But what are the pull rates for each of those rarities as a foil? That's what I'll be talking about today. Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Hay from Wizard's Den, and today I would like to uncover the mystery of the rarity ratio of foil cards in Arthurian Legends. This episode will be analyzing actual box opening data and comparing it with theoretical models that was verified in the previous episode. I would recommend you watching that episode too if you still haven't. As it was with the last episode, the data I will use was again provided by Coldfoil Heroes. If you are interested in completing your collection by purchasing singles, make sure to check out his online store, www.coldfoilheroes.com. Links will be provided on the video description below. This episode will be divided into these sections, so let's get into it. Just like the last episode, I would like to first explain what kind of data Coldfoil Heroes provided me. He opened 340 boxes and gave me two kinds of data: the total duplicate cards for each foil unique card and the total foil cards obtained for each rarity. The data is summarized here as a plot and a table. The plot shows the number of duplicates for each foil unique ordered in the ascending order of the duplication number. The table shows how many foil cards existed for each rarity. As it is obvious from this plot, there are still foil unique cards that are not pulled even after opening 340 boxes, showing how hard getting a full foil set is. Now, the first thing I want to do is analyze the table to figure out the pull rates of the foil itself of any rarity. In alpha and beta, this was 1 in 4 packs. The empirical data provided also shows that this is still the same, 1 in 4. I am pretty sure that this comes with no surprise for many of you, as you should have noticed that you always get exactly 6 foil cards when you open a box of Arthurian Legends. The next thing I would like to verify is whether the sub-tiers of uniques have a different inclusion ratio in foils, as it was in the non-foils. In the last episode, I revealed that out of the 22 uniques that have a Sir or a Dame title, only 6 of them have an inclusion rate of an actual unique, and rest of them are elite equivalent in pull rates. These are the 6 Sirs that are true uniques, and the others are elite equivalent. Does the pull rate still differ in foils is the question, and here is the box plot to answer this. The left box is for the true unique group, and the right is for the elite equivalent ones. The red line in the box is the median, and you can see that there is a clear difference between these groups. So the sub-tiers do have a different inclusion rate in foil version too. In fact, if you do further analysis, the mean inclusion rate of the sub-tier uniques matches the foil elites, so they are completely the same as non-foil elites per inclusion rate. The leading question from this analysis is, what are the inclusion rate of each of the rarities in foil form? In alpha and beta, we know that the foil rarity ratio was 1 to 3 to 6 to 7 in the order of unique, elite, exceptional, and ordinary. Is this still the same for Arthurian Legends? Here is a bar graph that will answer that. The red bar shows the ratio of alpha and beta, and blue is the actual data, normalized by the count of foil uniques that would be expected based on the ratio used in alpha and beta. By the way, the elites shown here includes the uniques that are elite equivalent in pull rates. If the actual ratio is wrong, the two bars will deviate from each other, but you can see that they align almost perfectly. This shows that the foil's rarity ratio has not changed from alpha and beta. To summarize my findings, the foil inclusion rate was 1 in 4 packs as it was in alpha and beta. The elite equivalent Sir and Dane cards were also elite equivalent in foils. And finally, the rarity ratio of foils were 1 to 3 to 6 to 7, as it was in alpha and beta. I added a table to explain what it takes to pull one foil of an arbitrary rarity for your convenience. Note that this is a statistical average and you should not expect it to happen consistently. Now that we've figured out all the unknown questions regarding foil pull rates, I can now verify how accurately my model can predict the duplicate foil card counts when opening 340 boxes and compare it with the empirical data provided by Cold Foil Heroes. Here are the calculation results overlaid with results obtained by Cold Foil Heroes. The blue bar graph is the actual data, and the 3 lines represent the theoretical values, each showing the mean, minimum, and maximum values. As it was with the non-foil cards I showed in the previous episode, my theoretical model lines up perfectly for foil cards too, further validating my theoretical models. And you can see that even when you open 340 boxes, you will not be able to complete a full set of foil uniques, as even the maximum line in yellow still shows a card with 0 copies. And that is for the most luckiest ones on the planet. Most people will still have around 7 cards with 0 copies. So how many boxes do you need to open to complete a full foil set? Here is the set completion analysis for unique and elite foil cards. Y-axis shows the set completion percentage and X-axis shows the number of boxes opened. To check the number of boxes required to complete a full foil set, you need to look at the foil unique completion rate, as that is the bottleneck. On average, it takes about 900 boxes to complete a full foil set, and absolutely no one should be trying to do this by just opening boxes. Even if you want a full set of foil ordinaries, it takes about 130 boxes on average, which is shown here. It is really difficult to get foils, even the ordinary ones. I also calculated the relative value of foil cards from Arthurian Legends. This is a table that compares relative rarities of Arthurian Legends cards to beta. The key number is the last column of the table that shows the normalized rarity. As it was with the non-foil cards, only the unique cards will be more rare relative to beta, resulting from the higher unique ratio in Arthurian Legends. To wrap this episode up, I gathered all the important conclusions and findings here. The foil inclusion rate was 1 in 4 packs. The elite equivalent Sir and Dane cards were also elite equivalent in foils. The rarity ratio of foils were 1 to 3 to 6 to 7. And it is crazy for anyone to try collecting a full foil set by just opening boxes. I hope this information helped you realize how truly rare these foils are, so you can feel a little bit more happier when you pull one from your packs. So that's it for today's episode. If you like this episode, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for future episodes regarding sorcery. Thanks for watching, and until next time, have a great game.